Well, this will be a good start to the stream. What Minecraft is currently visible? The wrong one. Great. Great. Let's see if I can fix this. I'm going to do that. Oh, there you go. There you go. Not bad, it's not bad. Okay, we got the right one up. I need the other one as well, though. Need the other one to log in. Already got a noise in the ear, which for some reason I didn't hear. Oh, apparently I got that thing up there. Oh, it's because I enabled everything. Right. Oh my god, it put like... Oh my god. What a great start. What a great start to the stream. How is it that a little bit of chat is appearing up there? Okay. That's fascinating. Aha. Goodbye. Oh, you know, when I rush the start of a stream, there's always something, isn't there? Okay, right. My other camera account is now in the area. That's brilliant. I'm going to log it out for the time being. And I'm up here to check on our villagers at the beginning of the stream. Let's get started. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another stream. Oh, that threw me off. That threw me off. I think everything's set up. You should be able to hear me. Should be able to hear the music. I've pressed all the buttons. I've tuned all the dials. Lady Kathy, thank you so much for 4 months of support. That Christopher, thank you for 99. Woo! One more to go, my dude. One more to go to the jail cell. Let's celebrate locking you up in advance. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Dude, I hope your Minecraft username is the same. If it's not, please let the mods know in chat what your Minecraft username is. Let me get this thing copied so I can take care of that after the stream. That didn't work. Try again. Still doesn't work. Okay. Gonna have to do it manually. Okay, I've got it down properly. Nice, nice. Nice! Horned Astrologer, 13 months of support. Thank you, my dude. My dude. Appreciate it. Today is a good day. Badger Spanners here for 63 months. Almost a full stack. Thank you so much, Badger. I thought we might have to do a little... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. How are y'all getting seed? Actually, it makes sense. They'll pop some off near the hoppers, won't they? Okay. This thing appears to be working. I thought there might be a bit more wheat here, but there isn't yet. So I thought we might do a little bit of redstone tinkering there, but we have other priorities. Horse on the hill. Horse on the hill. Gonna build a slime farm today. So I've been making some things for the slime farm. And we're gonna go grab them. I cannot believe I saw your comment on the honey beta tutorial at 6 seconds old, says Sashio Vibes. Oh my goodness me! 6 seconds old? Oh! My goodness me! Stop the presses! Stop them! Stop them in their tracks! Don't let them move! I'm deadly serious. Stop them. The presses. All of them. All the press. Stop. 6 seconds. New world record. Come on. This is me being sarcastic. Sorry. Sorry, I do that a lot. I do that a lot. My bad. Right, let's go grab some of the stuff that I need. Ooh, let's see. Ha! Yes, 32 dispensers. Right, so what we're going to build is the same farm as over here again, but we're going to adapt it for the honey block. I reckon we'll need a lot of repeaters. I have a little bit of a hunch that we'll need a bunch of repeaters. Also, the flushing mechanism over there is like optimally timed, and then I changed it, so might have to figure out what the original timing was. I don't know if it's the same for a slime farm. In fact, probably don't need it to be the same at all for a slime farm. Thoughts, feelings, things. Let's get some more stone then. I feel like I'm just not ready to do a stream because I've been in such a rush today. And I completely forgot to check up on, like, if there was a pre-release. And when I saw that there wasn't, I was like, oh, I've almost finished my honey beta video. So I'll just throw that out today, and then it's done, it's taken care of. you know? Right, I think I've got all of my ender chest boxes with me. I will need some scaffolding, dispensers, eventually water buckets, which we can easily make on the go. Repeaters for the redstone that controls it. We're kind of good. I think the thing we might be a little lax on is magma blocks. So we'll take a trip to the nether. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we've got enough. Funny enough, I was listening to the No remix when I got the notification for this stream. Need music to keep my mind from breaking during work. Oh, I know that feeling. Blue Raven, thank you so much for 15 months of support. Very much appreciated. I've just realised I can't see my mods on the other screen. There we go, I can see you now. That bit didn't set up correctly. Sashio Vibes says, I get hyperfixated on commenting from time to time. I honestly didn't expect my comment to be read. Oh, it's been read again. Gotcha again. Haha. My evil plan to read all of your comments. It's coming together nicely. Soon I'll rule the world of comments. I don't know what I'm saying. Right. I'm just trying to be a goose. Okay. I now realize there's still more stuff that I need, right? Like, I'll probably need a bunch of stone. Hello? Can you not see me, buddy? Huh. Huh. Yeah, I need to go back up and fetch some stone, I think. I mean, I could spend time killing them, or I could spend time building the farm. It occurs to me. Let's spend time building the farm. That seems more sensible. I think the repeater timing might be wrong on that one. Somehow. Dust Ninja 1986. I can't see you, but I appreciate the prime. Thank you so much for the prime. Magic Spanner says Xisuma reads comments. I do. I actually read them, but then most of the time I read them and don't say anything. You know, because that makes a lot of sense. Even while injured, I got some things to do. Glad I could stop in for a bit. See you another time, X. Purple Froggy says. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. Right. Farmer Gadder, thank you ever so much for your raid. Appreciate you bringing your peeps over here. Are you from the Minecraft community? I'm going to sip on some tea. I've got a hot cuppa. Hot cup of decaf. Hi, Zoom Zoom. What's your favourite type of apple? Oh, Pink Lady. Easy answer for me. Maybe Royal Gala a close second. Like, a Pink Lady is pretty darn consistent. Royal Gala, if you get them perfect ripeness, they're better. Occasionally, is it called a Braben or something? That one's occasionally nice. But for me, the Pink Ladies we get here in the UK are very consistent. They're very crisp and crunchy and sweet. And they're usually those things consistently. I have now thought of one other thing that we need. We're heading up to the top. We're going to need jack-o'-lanterns. Actually, no, this means I need to check this out a little bit more. There might be a problem with my idea. But I think I can fix it just by using 2 observers instead of 1. Yeah, that's not really an issue. We need a little bit more of a design to this than I initially thought. Hey, what's going on there? Wait, why can't I? That was weird. It wouldn't let me go to the corner. Oh, it's probably because it's because I'm in flying. Oh, the elytra just makes movement so annoying. Even just like regular jumping around, it's like the game can't decide if you're in fly mode or not, and it messes up your jumping if you got elytra on. Messes up the Honeyvator too, apparently. So light blocks, right? Like, glowstone is kind of the ugly, janky thing. Not that I want to make this farm look particularly pretty, but it's something to consider. I need to put some more lime wool in the shop. I was just thinking that would be a pretty cool aesthetic, but I don't have a crazy amount of... Maybe I do have a crazy amount of it. I guess these were the first ones I added, so for a long time it was only producing like lime and other stuff. Shall I build this thing out of lime wool? I get this horrible feeling I'll run out of it. like halfway through building. In which case we could bring a bunch of other dyes with us. I say we go for it. I say we just go wild. We'll get that. We'll get the green lampy things. Let's do it. I feel like doing this today. So we will. I said. And chat went, that Xisuma, he's mad. Building a slime farm with lime green. Ugh. That's the noise you just made. The noise of revulsion. So if I need more dye, here it is. We can think of that as about 6 stacks, so actually a bit more. I really don't think we're going to need that much, but there you go. Okay, so there's all the lime. In here we'll put in the green, the bones, and then obviously we might need... Like, I don't know how much we need, so I'm just going to bring a stupid amount of wool with me, is kind of my thinking. And we'll put the magma blocks here too. And now I've got a feeling we might not even need that stuff. To the shopping district. For lights. We need to buy a couple stacks of a green tinted light. Or I could put like loads of glow lichen underneath it so it has an... Ooh. I'm not sure that I want to sit here and farm a stupid amount of glow lichen, but... Does low light levels influence slime spawning? Because I know they can spawn in a light level, but if it's lower... I guess I could bone mill the glow lichen once it's in place. But then I think... I really want to do it now. Let's go ahead and get some glow lichen. Also, could we do a bit of quick math here, right? Yeah, I can do some quick mathematics in my head. Because I am a master of numbers. Is this joke getting old? 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11 plus 13, then 15. So like 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11 plus 13 plus 15 plus 13 plus 11 plus 9 plus 7 plus 5 plus 3 plus 1. You can hear me clicking. What are you trying to say? What does that equal? 113? Okay, so we need 113 blocks, first of all, for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 floors. Multiply that by 10. What the clicking sound? What are you talking about, chat? 1,130. Now that divided by 64 is 17. So it's 17 and a half stacks. It's actually like pretty doable, I think. Right, I now know that I don't need all of this extra wool, but I guess we'll drop some off. We'll drop some back off, and then yeah. Right, we'll do it with glow lichen then. It's, you know, it's a new thing since I last built a slime farm. Let's embrace all of the options. I don't know why I put that down here because I need to go in the other way. Okay, I'm going to need some shears. I'm going to need some sheer willpower to build this thing. Get it? Uh-huh. No? No one? Okay. I tried. We got that. Then I come over here for more bone meal. Then we go down to the glow lichen farm. Secret Agent says math with Xisuma. Math with X, yeah. You always go live when I'm going out, says Not Say. That's because my organisation spies on you and tells me I can go out when you go live when you're going out. It's part of the master plan. Okay. Let's go put that in there, I think, and then some in there and some in here, and can more go in there? It can. Break that, put some down there. Okay, right, now. Oh, I had an idea that, like, you could maybe turn this thing on when there's nothing in the item frame, like using redstone. I thought that was kind of cool. I also learned if you aim... am I aiming at the right spot? It looks kind of different to earlier. Maybe I was standing further back. I don't know. There's like a spot you can aim at that kind of guarantees you always get 5. Yeah, there we go. You have to aim a little higher though for it. Did you know Cub was building a custom horn shop? In your latest episode, he was setting it up and it looked like regular horns. I didn't know at the time, but I do know now. The 8 button on my calendar has started being temperamental. Oh, calculator. I'm genuinely devastated because it was like 120. That sucks, doesn't it? There's so much stuff today isn't really built for repair. Like, my keyboard has a dodgy 3 key. And, like, part of me wants to get a new one. But I just kind of tolerate it. Now I've got this instinct to, like, press 3 a lot harder than other keys. To make sure it presses. The Mossy Monk says, okay, that farm is OP, I'm building that immediately. Good for you, good for you. I'm not sure if I read this one, but Freaker is here for 3 months saying, love the streams, X, always delighted when I can catch you live. Thank you for the lovely message, my dude. Welcome to the stream. Might be worth seeing if the calculator is under warranty or try cleaning it, says Badger. There's a lot of clauses for, like, if you've tampered with something, then they won't repair it as well, which is annoying. It's like, you try and repair it yourself, and then that means you can't get it repaired. Some of these things are starting to change, though. There's been a lot of pushback against Apple, and they've recently been forced into letting people, like, swap out components in the iPhone and stuff. Badger, you saw Myco the other night and it was magical. Awesome. I saw them open for my Smashing Pumpkins, just Smashing Pumpkins. A long time ago. They were really good. Let's see. What did we say? 17.5. So that's like 8, 10, almost at 12. Renee Bo, thank you so much for subscribing. Appreciate it, appreciate it. So we need this plus another 5 stacks. I'll probably make it 6 to be on the safe side. And then we have glow lichen for days. I need to check my phone. Let me read this. Not a bad time to read a message, actually. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, then that changed. Right, okay, I'll just reply. A whole bunch of messages. Do you think they'll add their free screen to Bedrock Edition? Probably not. Probably not. Do you think efficiency on shears gives you faster rate on this farm? No, it'll slow it down. You want regular shears. In fact, I might be mistaken, but I think the Haste 2 might be slowing it down as well. I think Haste 1 might be optimal. It's hard to tell. The best way to do it is to do the test. And to test it proper. But yeah, if you put efficiency on the shears, you're just going to slow it down. Let's put that in there. Turn it off. Okay, and then break that. And now I have, like, way too much glow lichen, basically. Drowsy Frog says, how does it slow it down? Because you'll break the glow lichen too fast. You'll break it before it's... Well, actually, that's a bit of a point. I don't know. Like, you'll get less use out of your shears if they're faster, right? In fact, it might not even make... I don't know. It might not make a difference. The thing is, when you use the shears I do, you get 5 at a time. So if you use efficiency, you get less. But then you're getting them a little faster. But basically, you're going to get as much as the dispenser speed goes at the end of the day, I think. So it's probably a case of... maybe it doesn't affect it at all. I'm quite curious now. I think that's something I might have to test at some point. Because it could have... There could be some, like, obscure effect where it means you can actually harvest more. I sort of assumed less because you'd be going too fast, but it's just creating glow lichen as fast as the dispenser can, I guess. Who's to say? I love playing the Season 9 map on Xbox. Thanks, X, says the Mossy Monk. Oh, glad to hear it. Love to hear it. I was going to go make another shulker box. We pretty much have to before we get started here. We can hear squishies again. I guess this space here is probably going to be my little operational spot. Let's cook ourselves up another one. There we go. So that'll have some junk and stuff chucked into it. So when it comes to building this, let's go double check all of this, because we don't want to make any mistakes really. We'll do the redstone last, but in its roof, yeah, you need an observer chain, and we build that just directly above it, so that's fine. So it's going to be 2 observers scaffolding. No, sorry, 2 observers, dispenser downwards, scaffolding. This is something I don't want to forget. Did I just craft up a bunch of... What did I craft? Like a stack of it? It was that, wasn't it? Right, we know actually we got 10 floors, but I'll take more with me anyway. The repeater stuff's going to come in handier later on, I think. Okay. So scaffolding, right? Again, we're going to need like 10. So we shouldn't end up needing... And then we need 20 of those. We shouldn't need any more than that. But it's going to be 2, that facing downwards, onto this, and another one again facing downwards. Probably not going to place the scaffolding until we put the water in. We're going to surround the floor with lime wool. Put glow lichen underneath it. So therefore... How many was it? 17 stacks? Yeah. It's like maybe take that much at a time or something. And then take these 2 with us. Kind of think that's it, really. I think that's probably going to get us most of the way there. There's something else I need to figure out too. Having a Hermitcraft creative server almost seems like a dangerous idea, says Dirt Plays Bed Wars. Well, it's a great place for us just to do creative stuff, you know. Crafter Tube, thank you ever so much for your Prime subscription. Thank you for using that on me. Appreciate it. Roki says they just watched the latest Kralis video and heard you saying make it on our creative server. Is there a specific Hermitcraft creative server? Yeah. Yeah, we have our own creative server. Right, let's see. We need that. Then the middle is kind of here. So 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm going to build this and possibly it hits a wall. But anyway, now is the time for me to start replaying. So I'm going to bring in the camera account. Bring in the big guns. And yeah, and then that's it. Let's go. Let's do it. This is exciting. Building a different type of slime farm for once. Fundamentals are still pretty much the same. So let's leave that as the center. That's going to be the center. So 15, take away 1, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go to the other side. Yeah, this one touches the wall, and that's fine. Okay, a very important thing just crossed my mind. Fortunately, we can modify that edge. Yeah, we're going to have plenty of space around this thing. It's not going to touch anything else. Okay, we're good. I wouldn't have minded shifting it that way 1 block, actually. Let's shift it the other way 1 block. I think that'll just serve me a little bit better. Better? Better. So, Now we're going to work it like this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is the center. So we're going to bring this diagonal out to there and no further. And then it'll start to go this way. And that is our first floor. This one, by the way, won't have glow lichen until I put some above it. So this thing needs a roof. This floor needs a roof. Maybe that's where I needed all of that extra stone, right? Ah. Oh, I do have some more. Excellent. Okay, so it's like 1, 2, 3. So it's like down by 2 blocks. So I could do with filling all of that in, basically. Huh. Guess we have another job to do. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that last of all, I think. Mostly for the sake of the time lapse, right? I'm gonna want that torch back. And now I guess we know what we're doing. So while I'm placing all of these blocks, what would you like me to talk about today, chat? Can slime spawn on top of lichen? I don't know, but it ain't a problem for me. Are you ever going to add other derp coin rewards? 999, 999, 999 is a bit much. Oh, dude. It's 999, 999, 9 nines. Oh, I was supposed to make it higher than that. Thanks for reminding me. I'll go and change it after the stream. Cats, says Maddie Goods. I don't know how to hold a conversation about cats. They're cool. I like them. They're creatures of the world. So that's floor number 1. Now we get to drop down to the next floor and repeat. And collecting some of this stone would be good for filling in the top area, I think. I believe this means... Am I doing the redstone last? I don't think that's the way to do it, really. Right, the center is here. Yep. So it would be observer, observer. No. No, it wouldn't. Actually, I don't know. I think you can do it both ways. I think in the other farm, it's like that. And then this is facing downwards, right? My God, it's hard to see. Yeah, because I think one of the ways we used to do it was having the dispenser here facing up, but then that created a bunch of like other problems or something that you fixed by having it the other way around. Sort of rings a bell. Heat waves in England, question mark. Not that I'm aware of. Jeez. It's been kind of mild, but a little bit nippy lately. What are your thoughts on air conditioning? I can't live without it. I don't know how people survive heat waves in England. Oh, okay, so someone was replying to someone else. The thing is, heat waves are different here. They're not as hot, and they're less frequent, and they only happen really during the summer. Right? So the climate's different. You're acclimatized to your environment. So, you know, if you hadn't grown up with air conditioning around you, you'd probably be fine. Not that I know where you're from, but it's a generalization I think you can probably make for a lot of places. The amount of air conditioning in this country, though, is growing. It's a strange one because it's like it contributes to the heating problem and global warming with emissions and whatnot. And yeah, it's just, I don't know, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of a kind of sense of, you know, speeding up all the time. Like, the way to get ourselves out of this problem is to make more efficient technology and you know, that'll save energy. But then when we make something more efficient, we just use it more and more and more. And it's like that with air conditioning. You're just heating up the planet whilst trying to cool down by cooling down your apartment. Why wool instead of just stone? I figured we'd give this farm a little bit of colour, a little bit of a look to it. Why not? It's got slime spawning in it, right? Echo Tech Live, thank you so much for subscribing. Prixel25 is here for 10 months. Thank you, my dude. Appreciate the subscription and all you do. Mystical Maid says, hi, Sumer in chat, just got the notification. Did I miss much? Mostly us just figuring out how we're going to build this thing. I haven't placed any of the glow lichen yet. I realise that's kind of tedious. Might do that after we've done the time-lapse bit. Hey, there we go. Kind of want to get like a good time-lapse in. Might do a bit of recording from my episode on stream today as well. I once had an argument with someone. They didn't believe that aircon added to global warming because aircon makes the air cold. I mean... yeah, it's like, I can see that, but like... sometimes people just lack some, like, I don't know, fundamentals in understanding certain things. It's like, it's not that you're making the air cold, it's that you're changing the temperature of the air. How do you do that? With energy. You know, where does that energy come from? Fossil fuels. Most of the time. And there you go, that's how, you know. Estelian, thank you so much for 65 months. Back for another month of content. Thanks, X. Appreciate it, SD. Appreciate all you do. Thank you so much. Okay. That time I'll do that and leave that there. And then we'll put in the observers, right? Heat pump can put more heat in your home than a furnace per unit of natural gas burnt. Yeah, I've heard about heat pumps. They sound pretty clever and efficient. But it's getting people to adopt them that can be tricky. Because people like what they know. Morgan Corn, thank you so much for 30 months of support. Oh, your days. No. Oh, your days? Jeez. Don't be talking about my days. Thank you for the resubscribe, my dude. Appreciate it. But again, depends on where your electricity is coming from, says Badger. Don't heat pumps use the sort of trying to think of the smart words to describe it, but don't they sort of passively help move heat from where it is to where it needs to be? Or maybe I'm mistaken or thinking of the wrong thing or something. Okay, let's just keep doing what we're doing. Nothing much here to change. Maybe click a little faster. Heat pump exchanges the air temperatures. They're air conditioners that work in reverse. See, I like watching tech videos and explainers and stuff, but I don't really retain the information very well, is what I've learned. So I've watched a fair few things about heat pumps, but it's more like entertainment for the moment. Yeah, let's have a look. Sumo, what's your favourite food and fast food restaurant? Okay, the second part of the question, I'm like, you don't know me. You don't know me. I don't like fast food. Favourite restaurant? Don't know, really. I do a lot of home cooking more than anything. Indian takeaways, though. Gotta be my favourite. Not that I eat them as religiously as I used to, as my chat will tell you. Probably do have having another one soon. It's been ages. Cybot says, to properly understand heat pumps, you need to watch a thermal dynamics lecture. Oh, the word lecture makes me shudder. You're absolutely right, though, yeah. Like, watching those video essays on YouTube, they're fun, but, like, they don't give you a proper understanding, do they? Talkadow and a Sagaloo, please, says Badger. That sounds nice. Does sound nice. Hey, we got through our first batch of lime. That's pretty good. Are you from the US, says CrafterTube? No, I'm from the U of K. The greatest of Britons. You know? The land that is Ing. Alright, let's keep going here. Might do a little bit of replay mod editing on stream as well, you know? So much better than Small Britain. Well, it's Great Britain, right? Like, great, not great. I don't know, like, Big Britain, Small Britain. You know what I mean? How well is your knowledge about music sheets? Probably way better than the average person, but I wouldn't go as far as to say I'm great at it or anything. But I can read a fair amount of it. Okay, let's go like this. X, do you have any advice for having more self-confidence? What an interesting question. I'm not sure I do have any great advice for it. Jeez, that's a tricky one. I don't actually consider myself a terribly confident person. I think what I learned somewhere along the way is that a lot of what would stop me from being confident was like thoughts in my head before the fact. And those thoughts I kind of learned over time, like, don't really help you, don't really mean much. And so I think if I'm confident about something, it's more of like a agnostic kind of confidence. Like realizing that sometimes, like, most of the things that I'm not confident about, like, probably don't really have important consequences or something along those lines. I don't know quite how to say what I'm saying, but it's like a mindset shift. And so yeah, I just kind of like try not to overthink stuff most of the time, and then it turns out whatever it is you needed to be confident about ain't really too much of a big deal half the time. Just your brain turns it into one before the fact. Remind yourself you can do a thing if you try. Rule 2, remind yourself that mistakes are okay to make, just learn from them. I mean, that's really great advice. And it relates to confidence in a way, doesn't it? I think it's like, confident about what, or why do you need to be confident? I don't know, like, if I knew more about what you were asking, I feel like maybe I could give a better question. I make a better answer, let's say. Oh, gone too far. Oh, actually, have I not gone far enough? Got it all wrong over here. You can go all the way to the edge. I hope I haven't made that mistake anywhere else. Ah, it goes all the way to the edge here too. God, we're accumulating some slimes at the bottom, aren't we? Master Elements Commission says, practice the subtle lifelong art of not giving a fudge. I read a book titled something similar. It was a good read. Good read. When it comes to those kind of philosophies and self-help, I find it's like great to like engage with a lot of different ideas and just sort of take the bits from each of them that work for you and put it together in your own way. Why so many chats, says Lazy Shield? I know, right? Like shouldn't chat be happening in like a chat room? Like what is this? This isn't a place where people normally chat. Jeez. I got more confident by talking in theatre school, says SJT. Yeah, but you got more confident at doing theatre-related things, right? And maybe sometimes that transpires over to other stuff too. That's the thing with confidence. It's like confident about what? Because you can be very confident about some things and then not about others. And some things are situational and some things are generalized. And like, what are we talking about here, I guess? It's not me, it's the slimes, says Lefloss. I mean, they are making some awful squishy sounds now, aren't they? I'm gonna have to turn my game sound down. 10 might not be enough. That is more tolerable. Got this right? Yeah, I got it right. The squishing is nice. ASMR. Maybe for you, not for me. I don't know what kind of ASMR you're into. And again, I don't like any ASMR. We got Brandaddyism here for 3 months. Thank you, my dude, for supporting the channel. Appreciate you subscribing. Thank you, thank you. Go do this. Rec42, thank you for 3 months of support, my dude. Appreciate it. Appreciate it ever so much. Oh, some of you now some of you are rallying the cause that you like the slime sounds. I like them a little bit, but not when it's like over and over again and it's slowly getting louder. Just feels wrong at that point. Yeah, not the worst sound ever, is it? It's not like phantoms. Oh my god. I love that I barely hear those anymore, by the way. Hey, I not missed those phantom sounds. Not missed in the slightest. Whew. Keep going. Right, 2 more floors left. X. I'm once again jumping in late and after show rehearsals. Well, welcome back, my dude. There we go. I've watched a Flat World video from Smallish Beans, and its slime noises are full time. There's a joke there. You know, oh, he's into that, is he? I first read it as I've watched a Flat World video. I was like, oh, that old thing, eh? You know, I'm gonna start my own theory. It's called Blurry World Theory, because I got something stuck in my eye the other day, and then everything was blurry for a while. And I think for a moment I actually saw the truth, you know? So, Blurry World Theory. I'm telling you, man, the world is blurry. One thing I did like that I heard recently is in the world of cognition and neuroscience, there's a movement towards believing that the brain creates like reality for you, but not primarily from your senses, but your senses are like used to update the illusion that's going on in your head. So at some point, everyone gets that like understanding of like, all right, my brain's constructing information from the senses, right? But then blinking, for example, is something that you do like several times a minute, and yet, unless, now that I've said it, you'll probably notice like a blink and then your vision fades away. But until I said that, for the last like 5 minutes or whatever, you wouldn't have thought or noticed a blink. Your vision wouldn't have momentarily disappeared until you become conscious of it. And this is an example that kind of indicates that your brain is creating reality, and then when information like updates that process, like sensory information, you then notice the thing. And it's like this new way of looking at cognition and whatnot that's really quite interesting. So yeah, like you have an expectation of what there's going to be, and then it's not until sensory input like updates that it then changes for you in your reality. And I've waffled on about this a fair few times. I really like it when it happens to me when I see something off in the distance, and for some reason, like maybe you're going to meet someone and like you're expecting to see them wearing a particular thing or whatever, and it's like you see them off in the distance, and then your brain is like, there they are, and now your perception of someone walking towards you isn't like, you know, a bunch of colors or whatever, light and colors and movement. It's like an identity of a person. You think they're there, and then as you get closer, you realize, oh wait a minute, it's someone else, and like you're like stuck. There's that split-second moment where your like reality is frazzled for a moment. I always find those moments really fascinating, and this notion kind of makes a lot of sense of that feeling, because it's your brain giving you the reality until your sensory inputs kind of update that process and say, actually, there's new information here. Meeting up with a work colleague out of uniform, says Vandasar. Yeah, that might give you like a little bit of a shock. You're sort of expecting to see them a particular way. Like maybe you're in a crowd and you sort of see their head first, and then like a moment later there's no uniform, but like you sort of constructed in your mind that the uniform was there. It's really cool stuff. Right, this is the bottom one. So this one, although we would put scaffolding there, I don't think we put anything else underneath it. Right, and then I'm going to come down here and try and kill all the slimes. This might be bad for my health. Oof, move quick. Swipe fast. They are coming, and they are not slowing down, these slimes. Oof. Oh, I'm taking hits. Get over here. Eat some food. Huh. 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 Must make sound effects. Okay, I was trying to do this so I could get like the maximum amount of the smallest one. Oh, maybe I'll stick in it. I thought for a second there we weren't going to do it. But like if you time the jumps and don't use the swipe. Ha, now we, look at that. Now we got like a whole crew. And now they're dying. Oh, the crew is dying. Oh, there's this fever going around called the sword. Everyone's getting some to the face. Ah, poor little fellas. Can't even hurt me. So strange. A very old school Minecraft quirk. Okay, now that that's done, I'm gonna let's disconnect this. Yeah. Right, I think I'll go put all the glow lichen on next. Slime 1, we'll call that. And maybe add some of the redstone bits. Don't know. What are your thoughts on the Apple Vision Pro, says Shark Boy? I'm not that excited by it. What a lot of people say is it's like the first version of something that will be even more impressive in the future. I've never really been into the VR stuff. I feel like there might be a killer app that comes along at some point and pulls you in, but yet to see it. And I don't know, I just think we've got a problem with screens as well, and now we're trying to strap them onto our face. Seems, yeah, I don't know. Basically, I'm not very excited by it. Wow, I brought all this, like, dye and stuff, thinking that I might need crazy amounts, and it's like, nah, don't need much at all. Right, so we're going to go back up to the top. We're going to put the glow lichen and scaffolding in. Why don't you just go down here? There we go. So the glow lichen and scaffolding in place next, I think. Hey, S.M. Petty, how you doing, my dude? You still need green wool for the second to last floor. Second to last? I tell you what I do need. I need stone for the ceiling. Probably not enough here. Second to last floor. Oh, oh, well spotted. Well spotted. I missed a little bit. That's perfectly fine. Was that like 3 or 4 blocks? Bring more than enough. Yeah, got to fill in the ceiling too. Getting a bit carried away, aren't I? I want to stand up and do things, but my cat came and now sleeps on my lap, so I'm stuck with y'all now. Dang, someone's in control. UK Burnt says, Xisuma, I have a question. What gives you the motivation to build the farms, etc.? I always get stuck wanting to do, but the motivation isn't always there. One of the big things I always point out is that when you have an audience, it's a different experience. You get to share everything you do with other people. So that makes the process a lot more interesting, because you'll have like a feedback of people also experiencing the contraption. Nerd Pearl. Who's been saying Nerd Pearl lately for Ender Pearls? It cracks me up. That's a funny one. Probably Scar. Is it Scar who calls them Nerd Pearls? Hello X, hello mods, hello chat. I hope you're having a wonderful, unspecific time of the day, says Pinjamin. Specific about the wonderfulness of it, but not the time. I guess it's a time zone thing. Alright, there we go. Plenty of that for now. Might I even put lime on the ceiling again here? Bit of an idea. Sub to Mumbo is here for 16 months. 16 months. I've been enjoying all your episodes recently and can't wait to relax this stream. Ah, well, the wait is over. You're here. Thank you so much, my dude. Appreciate the subscription. Oh, what happened here? Oh, they're all off. They're all off. A flying deer says hope all is well. Thank you, my dude. All is well. Eddie is busy with life and family. Not much at the PC anymore. Got you, my dude. Got ya. Yeah, I hope it's all going well. How are you guys dealing with different time zone problems, says Jayhone? What's the problem? I mean, time zones are a bit of a pain, but, you know, we deal with them, I guess? International work groups work around time differences, says Badger. Yeah. Yeah, it's like... I don't know, the way you worded it was like, is there something specific we're talking about? You know, time zones are just a thing we deal with. You guys just don't sleep if needed. No. That's not how it works. You don't sleep. I don't know what you're getting at. Like, someone in one country can communicate with someone in another country. It's just the times of day are different, you know? Pearl doesn't sleep, says Niam. I think you'll find that Pearl does sleep. Like, you can't not sleep. That's not a thing. Don't sleep, die, basically. Okay, there we go. If you don't sleep, the phantoms will get you. Yeah, there's that. And there's that. Yeah, yeah. And there's that. Jahone says, got it. Thanks for noticing my question. I'll be waiting for this dirt coin to be 999999 for your face reveal. Oh, it's another... You got to attach a few more 9s on that one. You'll get there one day. Don't worry about it, my dude. You'll get it soon enough. I'm assuming creating a bit of lore or story for HC is something that is debated between everyone when it comes to ideas and writing. Is it hard to agree on what routes you want to go down, or are there any restrictions or limits to it? I think everyone like understands what we are as a group enough that it's never really a problem, and I don't know how much writing is involved. I think a lot of it is just off the cuff and fun, you know? Like, because there are groups out there that do roleplay and scripting, some people think we do that. I think you'll find a lot of Hermitcraft is just kind of improvised off the cuff, maybe sometimes coordinated a bit, but definitely not scripted. Yeah, there we go. That's going to be our new light source. Is this where we find out that there's like some major mistake and flaw with this idea just before I decide to go all in on this? Let's get rid of these. There still could be light from the torches below, but not in the middle. So let's come and stand here. I think we're going to be fine. We're going to be absolutely fine with this idea. We just have this like low lighting environment for the slimes now. Let's turn that stuff off. Hey, noise in the air. Donation here. Right escape. Here's a pint on me. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Thank you very much. I will buy all the pints of water with that because I don't drink, but appreciate the suggestion. And thank you for the donation. How many layers am I making? 10. 10. I know this because we counted earlier. Right, I need to go get some more wool. Hey, I think there was a layer there that didn't have torches on it. It was just, like, considerably dark. Well, I'll take that one. Slimes be sliming down here. Up we go. Woo, all the way to the top. Nice. Let's get these blocks in place. There we go. What is the country most of your viewers are from? The US of A. The US of A. And there it is. Except the middle will have observers coming down, won't it? And then up there we need to build the clock. This will go to a dispenser, won't it? Yeah. And we've got to remember to put a scaffolding in each floor now. Nice. Whew. Yeah, I think that's all of it. It's kind of got a weird vibe to it with the light level and stuff. Oh, bam, down we go. So now the whole job gets like a little bit easier because we're not building the top bit. Let's get these other things out of the way. Just focus on the glow lichen now. Let's see, let's see. Have I ever been to the US? Yeah, I went to New York last year and I absolutely loved it. And I so want to go back there again sometime. That was one of the coolest places I've ever been. I don't think I could live there though. I think it'd be kind of cool or fun to like live there for like a year. You know, maybe you got some work thing that takes you out there and see what it's like living in a city for a year. I'll probably hate it. But no, visiting was amazing. Absolutely amazing. There's just like an energy to that place. What is the purpose of the glow lichen here? To light up the platform. Because we don't want it to be completely dark, right? Because it's a slime farm. Not a multi-purpose mob farm. I'm originally from New York City and would never go back to living there, says Pebbles. Fair enough, fair enough. Oh, there we go. Don't want it on the wall. Ah, did it again. It's holding down click. You can click on the same space and it puts it on the side. Which might actually happen here in the middle. Now that I think, yeah, like, look at that. See, I accidentally did it there. Not sure if I want that. It's annoying me. Oh, was it the one below? Oh no, it was the one above. Okay. Well, I got to the floor I wanted, but it was the wrong floor. Okay, got to watch out for that one. Technically, I could put them on those two if I wanted, but we're just going to keep it nice and uniform. Uh-huh. Okay, looking good. The leaves look really good, by the way, says Tazar. Thanks, thanks. Yeah, I think those leaves look really good too. Hitter123 is here for 8 months. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Why don't you see me get a transfer to the New York Hermitcraft office? I don't think that exists. Don't think that exists, but now I kind of want it to. We do all the ones we can make a mistake on first. And we just kind of rule out accidentally doing that. Can big slimes spawn in glow lichen, or do they need free air blocks? I think it's a good question, but I really think it'll be okay because this is. I mean, usually you used to make the platforms 2.5, if I remember correctly, or maybe it's 3.5. I'll roll the dice and say I think that one's going to be okay because glow lichen doesn't have a collision box. So I think we're going to be good there. I don't think they've been programmed like trapdoors have. Although they can stop water from flowing, which is curious. I think where you got people like Nembomb at Mojang now, like they see the opportunity to like, we're adding this new thing, but hey, let's give it this like, this property that means it's kind of unique among all the other blocks. So, you know, like a trapdoor can stop water flowing, but it's got a hitbox. Fence gate, actually, I guess, is like a lack of a hitbox when you put it in the right state. And it can stop water flowing. Yeah, glow liken's like a kind of unexpected, and then once you learn that, it's quite nice to use it in water systems and whatnot. Nice easy block to farm. Let's get some more. And that is that floor. There we go. Oh! Did I do that on the one above? Yep. But they also made it so mobs can't spawn in redstone, which has no hitbox, right, says Petty. How do I test it? How do I test it? Oh my god, you might be right. I'll do a little search first. Where do we want to go? Minecraft wiki, maybe? See if there's anything about mobs and glow liking. What we got here? I don't see anything on the wiki. I'm not sure where else I'd go, really, to look for that. Petty, if you could test it, that would be wonderful. That would be wonderful. Maybe I should build the redstone clock up top while you do that. instead of doing like too much here, you know. Santa likes the background music. It's Crinkles. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, great stuff, Crinkles. Oh my god! Oh my giddy god! There's so. Oh, I'm in the corner. Might die. Might die. Keep swiping. Keep swiping. Woo! Woo! Oh, they're getting too close. Oh boy. Stay here. They're keeping the big ones back. Don't let them get. Oh, I thought you were a big one. Woo! Woo! It's the. Oh my god, that was so close. It's the range they can hit you at is like difficult to judge, which is why I'm panicking a bit. But it's just you now. Woo! Yeah, now I can eat. God, they almost got me there, didn't they? I do have the shield. I should probably use that more. I always leave it on me, and then sometimes, like, the shield is really, really good early game. Beginning of the season, I put the shield on, no problems, right? No problems. X has become the mob grinder. Yeah, I have, I guess. Right, so I'm going to take the redstone box with me. I'm also going to need a shovel, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, we'll head up to the top. No, that's the floor I want. Woo! Here we go. So yeah, I need to get just... Ooh! Ooh, that's going to be challenging. I didn't realise it was that close. Dang. I think that's the floor. Yeah, okay. I don't need torches. I got torches. Mumbo went to sleep. That's amazing, because I was about to ask. There it is. There it is. It's literally, I think... Oh, and the Corrales tree is right there. Okay, I got some ideas, though. We could probably actually build the thing over in that direction, is what I'm thinking. According to ChatGPT, yes, placing the glow lichen under a spawning platform will not prevent slimes from spawning on the platform above. Problem with that though is that ChatGPT isn't looking into the code. It's just predicting the next likely answer in the question. So if you go ask it like placing like maybe you just make something up, or like you say placing carpet, which you can't actually place underneath a platform, right? Like you can ask it questions like that and it will give you similar sounding kind of answers. So yeah, I wouldn't use ChatGPT for that kind of stuff. So if we build the clock like over here, although it'd be nice to have it all in one chunk, that's for sure. See, I've got a bit more space now, so I think we're gonna have to build it just at the edge here. You can already see, very limited in space. Although that one, oh, it's okay, it's like that. It's like that, is it? Long story short, don't use ChatGPT. I mean, there's some things you can use it for, and there's other things it's not so great for. I just know if you ask it like a specific Minecraft question, sometimes it'll get it right, sometimes it won't. But you got to remember what it's doing is it's taking an amalgamation of text about Minecraft and then just spitting out what is the most likely answer, which can often be wrong. Caprice says, I found that ChatGPT can be surprisingly accurate for MC facts, but I always double check, so it's pretty pointless. Yeah, it probably can be accurate, but like, why is it accurate? Is it because it's got intrinsic knowledge, or is it because it's very good at predicting? The two are not the same thing. So here, I think what I need to do is get back into this. Where's the mob farm? Maybe I didn't do one. I think I might have built this off of screenshots actually. Huh. Ah, I died! Oh, so sad. Okay, let's go, 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 go. It's like a race. Race to the place. Decked out too. What a phenomenon that was, eh? What an amazing experience that was. Feels weird not playing decked out sometimes. Heavens! Finaled, thank you ever so much for the Prime subscription. Appreciate it, my dude. Thank you, thank you. Okay, that is the original clock. And we probably could actually do with a bigger one, but we'll build the original for now. I've got to think about what I'm going to use to manipulate this as well. Probably just a line of redstone, I think. I think that could work the same. So it's going to go like over here somewhere. It's always tricky. Like, I feel like now my screenshot might be the wrong way around. I'm going to try and flip this. That's what I got to do. I've got to flip it. So, I think this is the way you do it. I have to make this room a little bit bigger. Gonna need the shovel back. We been... What's going on here? Oh, okay. Got a message coming through. Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Forgil. Thank you. Okay. Let's have a look. So... I think I'm going to end up flipping this in 2 different axes. Which is kind of weird. So we got that, and then we got this. Not sure why that's a comparator. Oh, it's because there's a bit of extra redstone behind it. There's like a piece of redstone there. Okay, then we want that. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, and then a 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the way over to there. That should give us the adequate amounts. Look at that! There's another building here. Okay. And then it goes up to that height there and goes all the way across. I think. There might be one little thing missing, I'm not sure. It's definitely missing like the on-off switch, which I think is actually behind the comparator. Maybe that's why it is a comparator. Try it. Oh! My one lever. The only thing is the turning on and off of this... Oh, there's a torch somewhere on this that I haven't seen. But we can see it in the same world, actually. Let's go find the torch. Kind of looks like I got it right. What have I missed? Is there a torch? Oh, I see what I've missed. Ah. Hey, there we go. What is my favourite place in the UK that I've been to? I'm just going to say London, because I've been there so many times and there's so much to do. There's lots of cool places in the UK. We've got a noise in the ear. It's 666714. Subscribing! Thank you so much. Appreciate it, my dude. I'm pretty paranoid with internet stuff, so when choosing a name, I just choose a random number. Feels more anonymous, and 6 is my favourite number. Ha, you just gave away a vital piece of information. We know his favourite number is 6. We don't know that he's a he. I just assumed that because everyone online is a man, apparently. Gosh. Just assuming that, am I? Thank you for the subscription, my dude. Emo Laurie, thank you so much for the prime. Thank you. Did you know, fun fact, there are only 6 people on this planet whose favourite number is 6. Bet you didn't know that. One of them is watching this stream. Bet you didn't know that as well. Right, let's put that there. Maybe put a torch in the area. 2 torches. Or is that too much? Ah, that's good. That's good. Right, now that this area is nicely lit, we have a control. And the clock is working and doing exactly what it needs to do. Can confirm large slime spawning. Sorry for being doubtful. No worries, my dude. Thank you for your due diligence in checking. That is awesome. Look, all I did with the time is a little bit of building, so it's no loss. Appreciate you, my dude. Thank you for that. Now I need to make some sticks. Let's go find some sticks and cobble. Maven Luna says, "Oh no, 6 is also my favorite number. It's a distraction. It's misinformation. Disinformation planted by the government. I'm telling you now, I'm not paranoid. Jeez." There we go, that one. Does that mean there are 5 people who like the number 5? Probably. Probably. From a single point of information, we'll extract that pattern. Who knew that X is a Q? Oh, okay. Put those in there. And continue with the farm. My favorite number is the color of 8. The color of magic. I'm a wizard. How is that the color of magic? That's interesting. It's from Discworld. Oh, do you know what? As soon as you said that, I have this weird feeling of like, I've read that book. I've read that one. Which one is it in? Maybe I'll remember the title. Let me know what book it is, or maybe it's in all of them. That really rings a bell with me. I read some of those Discworld books when I was a kid. Is it me, or since we've been here? Well, I guess it's because we're in the area. Feels like there's more slimes, but it's like, well, I'm spending a lot of time here, so wouldn't it just? The color of magic is the title. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I think I read that one. I'm gonna look it up right now on the other screen. Let's see. The color of magic. Oh, they made it into a movie. Yeah, no, okay, I've seen the cover for the one that I had. Definitely had that one. Definitely had that one. Do you know what? I'm gonna leave this open with a book summary. You see, there's a lot of nostalgic stuff from like when you're a kid that you almost want to experience again, but like you're not gonna. But I've learned that online you can find like recaps and summaries of like movies and TV shows, and that's a really cool way sometimes just to get a feel for it. To be like, you know, check out the recap, and then it's like, oh yeah, I remember. It comes back to you a bit. Right, so now we're gonna go place all of that and scaffolding. So yeah, we're continuing on. Badger says, I met Terry Pratchett once, one of the best nights of my life. Oh, cool. That sounds awesome. Alright, so let's go drop off, or knock off these even. I watched a 6-hour breakdown of my favourite show in middle school and it was amazing. Awesome, awesome. Should you have been learning at the time? Sounds like a strange thing to watch in middle school. Yeah, like, it's really cool to go deeper on shows that you like, right? And I guess recaps and summaries are a good way to do that. Like, sometimes you're watching a TV show and it's like been a year since the last season. It's really cool to get a recap to like solidify everything that's going on, so you're not just like remembering stuff on the spot. Where's my water at? I need to sip some water. I need some hydration. Jerry D used to own all the Discworld books, but had to leave them when moving countries. Yeah, I guess it's bulky to move a bunch of books around, isn't it? I was thinking, I've got quite a few books. Like, I've read audiobooks over the years, and then I've brought the books as well. And I've got like a little bit of a collection. They're just sort of away in a cupboard, but I could probably put them on display. And, you know, sometimes I like watch a podcast or an interview and they sit in front of like, they're in their own home and they're sitting in front of like a bookcase full of books. And it sort of says, like, you know, here's like a whole bunch of information that I've consumed. And I kind of like that. It kind of, like, you have a look at the bookshelf and you might see a few things and be like, oh yeah, I've read that one. So you know about this thing, you know about that thing. It's like an interesting way to convey some of your knowledge. And I read quite a lot of audiobooks. I was kind of wondering if I should buy some, right? And like make up a little collection. But then I'm like, it's materialism again. Like, you think I don't really have any value because I can't read them. They give me headaches. I don't think there's actually much value to having a bookshelf with a bunch of books on, for me. But it's kind of like a nice idea. It's like, you know, I used to have a record collection for the CDs, and then after a while I was like, I don't use these anymore. It's just like a money sink, you know. Do the same thing with the books. But man, I'm getting so into this Dark Forest book. I'm just plowing for it. Like, I had it on all day today. If books give you headaches, have you had your eyes tested recently? Yeah, I get my eyes tested every year. I don't think I particularly brought it up, but it's like, I don't know. It's like, not, I guess I'll bring it up next time. Makes the most sense, doesn't it? Dark Forest, like the free body problem. That's the one, yeah. That's the one. I just got halfway through the book today where you get shunted like 200 years into the future. And like this book keeps hitting these beats where it's like, it becomes really, really intriguing. Like you go into these, I don't know, sort of moments where you're just really eager to find out like what it's all about and what's happening. And like, I'm right at another point like that. So it's like really engrossing. Still working on the one body problem, says Fashnek. What's the one body problem? I know there's a joke there, but I don't get it. I have a couple of books I still need to read, I just haven't yet, says Heart Gamer. There's always going to be books on the to-do list, right? I've got like plenty on mine. But lately, I think I've really found like a few avenues to explore with books, so I think I'm gonna keep listening to them. Like I tried a lot of stuff in the past, and then I cancelled my Audible subscription because I was like, do you know what? Like, I'm not really enjoying these. But now I've figured out which ones I really do like, you know? Like I tried a couple of like history books that were like stuff about I don't know, Lenin and the Russian Revolution, and it was like, this is more interesting to me in a different format. I can't do like deep dive stuff on this. Oh, I forgot the scaffolding. Thanks, chat. Whereas I really like listening to biographies, people talking about their life stories and stuff. And I really like science fiction, I think. Like this more sort of like hard science fiction. Not as much as I love Star Trek, but that kind of era is a bit more fantastical, whereas there seems to be this other avenue now, which is more like based on cutting edge science, which is really cool. Like this free body problem, like a lot of the sci-fi stuff in it is kind of based on real world science and where it could possibly go. And so when they go into the future and like, there's less of just like, oh, we've got the teleporter, you know, you were here, now you're over there. Like it's they don't have technology like that. They have stuff that they can like explain to you and whatnot. Have you read Andy Weir books? Yeah, that was the guy who really got me into it with the Hail Mary. And I've read two of his other books as well. But the Hail Mary one was just, Project Hail Mary is awesome. Oh, Dave Mustaine's autobiography. I might listen to that. I have thought about, you know, maybe picking out a couple of musicians that I like. Dave Mustaine as a guitarist is just, oh, just a little bit over the horizon for me. Like, whenever I play Megadeth, it's like, I can play bits and bobs here and there, and it's just brutal. But it's so good as well. Like I practice a little bit at the beginning. I like Take No Prisoners, and it's like a workout. Really have to move your fingers and get the timing right and be precise. And dang, if I were a little bit better, I'd be playing a lot of Megadeth. That's for sure. My mother really enjoyed the Patrick Stewart one. Yeah, I listened to that one recently. Making It So, I loved that. That was so cool. That was a really cool one. And then Terry Crews's Stronger was like a bit of a surprise as to how good that was. Like he's just someone I've seen in movies, and I'm like, this guy's cool. I'll listen to his book. And then like it really kind of hit me like, whoa, this is something. I think we could possibly put like one more layer on this if we wanted to. We kind of technically dug out the space, so we could say like, why not? Should we put one more on it? The Expanse is a great book series with realistic physics, discounting the Epstein drive. Yeah, that's I've watched the TV show. That's again like a hard science thing that I really like, especially the geopolitical aspects of it, you know. I think I get a little bit sick and tired of just watching stuff where things are just for the sake of the story, right? You know, don't question it. This is just how it is, kind of whatever. I like it when things are a bit more real. Only the news is realistic, says Bashnek. Okay, you're making a clever comment there. You know what I mean? Like your story is a story. It's made up. But like, how far do you want to stretch that? I tend to not get along with the fantastical stuff. If it's rooted in the past, if it's like medieval fantasy, you know, dragons and magic and stuff, sometimes that can be appealing. If it goes in the future direction and stuff just works, but you don't know why, it kind of like with technology, it kind of bugs me a bit, I think. So I like these hard sci-fi novels where it's like the technology in them, you can almost imagine it in the future being like, oh yeah, okay, this could possibly work or whatever. I buy a subscription for Joe every year for Asimov's short stories and he loves it. Asimov, I've heard that before. My favourite book, and I recommend this all the time, The Word Exchange by Alina Graydon. It's a near-future speculative victory mystery about tech and language. I'll put that one on the list just because it sounds really curious. I'll have a look. I'll look it up. I have tried a few things that totally didn't work, like an Agatha Christie book or whatever. The characters in it were just a bit detestable. They were kind of like old-timey and just had different values and stuff that I didn't really vibe with. So I put that one down pretty quick. But yeah, you know, you can always get like loads and loads of recommendations, but like what you want is a recommendation for someone who understands what it is you're looking for. I like sci-fi, but it's hard to find books that aren't romance focused. I just want to read about robots, man. That's weird because all the sci-fi I've listened to, I mean, maybe some of it had romance in, but I didn't really care for it much. But like, definitely wasn't the focal point as I remember it. Let's go grab this glow lichen. Now that we got 11 floors on this sucker. And fill it up. Scaffold above, someone says. Oh yeah, missed it. Huh. It should be like the first thing I do when I arrive at the floor, but I don't. I could actually put water buckets in already, although I think I need to stop the clock to synchronize them. Dude, a freaking endermite! Get out of here! Yes, scamp. Imagine if I were like looking up, thinking there's like a skeleton somewhere. It just kept getting at me. Oh. Dying to an endermite, legit, is pretty shameful. That's when you hang up your Minecraft boots, when you die to an endermite. I have something I'm going to introduce in my next episode of Hermitcraft that just... Something about the endermite just got me thinking about it a little bit. But when that episode's out, hopefully Monday, I'll have it finished. And yeah, we'll have like a brainstorm session on a stream and talk about these ideas. Frank Hubert, Knew the Future. June, it's very timely, says Mama Jenny. I've been mad into June lately. Rewatched the first movie, or the part 1 movie, and then went to the cinema to watch part 2. Then I watched the original Dune and realized, no, I've definitely never watched this movie all the way through because it's pretty unbearable. But now that I know the story, I can see exactly what's wrong with the movie. It's just, you know, some things are a bit just out of date and whatever, but the way they guide you through the story, there's just a little too much plainness and using voiceovers and dialogue in a way to kind of like take you through the steps of what's happening. Whereas what happens in the new Dune movie is like you live through it with the characters. Something like that. I watched the first couple episodes of the Fallout TV show and it's actually pretty good, says NF Script. I've almost finished watching the first episode. I might finish it later today. I might chill out because I've got a busy day tomorrow. I want to maybe wind down a little bit, but I'm not really sold so far. I've got like 20 minutes left of that one. The characters and the setting feels like very plasticky so far, but give it time, I think. I like the premise somewhat. Yeah, too early for judge, but I wasn't particularly impressed so far. Alright, so I probably just need to edit the replay mod thing next and then record a clip to get me from A to B. Let's switch things up. Uh-huh. If I can. There we go. There we go. I need to go put my character in a safer space. And move around the corner or away from the slime farm. There we go. Go into here. Do all that. Watch the documentary Jodorowsky's Dune. Okay, I'll look into that. Oh, I think I might know about this. Didn't someone try to make one and create like a load of concept art? And I think I've seen some of it. It just looks incredible. Yeah, Dune is really getting like on my mind at the moment. When I'm done with the current book, I might go into the third one in the series, or I might crack on with Dune. And I imagine like going through the first book will be a bit slow because you know the movies, but then I'm curious about like what's beyond it. H.R. Geiger did a lot of Dune stuff. Oh man, I can imagine that. I can imagine that being a wonderful fit. So for this time lapse, we don't really need to do a lot. We need to just kind of put the camera in a versatile spot like here, and then just align it. So I've spent a lot of time doing these replays, and you can go pretty hard on how like crazy you want them to look, but I find a lot of the time you just want them to kind of convey what's gone on, and you don't actually need to get a little you don't need to go too mad for that. So we're going to back up. And then we, as you can see, we lose a bit of perspective around here. So we kind of want to dip into this. Yeah, there's a bit of a problem here with how there's other stuff in the way. So I'm going to drop the camera there. And then maybe there was a better spot. But the thing is, maybe here and stick close with it. Yeah, actually, I think that's a better angle. So let's get to about there. Okay, I'm going to plant that at the first spot. Get rid of the second one, then we'll go down with it to around here. And then what's behind me? I think the camera can probably back up to about here. And then I don't know quite what this is going to look like. Stop it about there. So now we go and play this. Is it possible to adjust FOV in this mode? I think it might be actually, yeah. It's a good suggestion, really. So now like the process is just keeping an eye on the action. You kind of want to keep the action in the middle, like where the cursor is here. And currently we're up a little bit, which suggests we might want to tip things, but it's only for the beginning. See how it pans out. Psycho Monosis says, I used replay mod back in the day to make build vids. Nice to see a refresher, Xisuma. Yeah, it's a really great tool, isn't it? So this is good. I think we can adjust the bottom camera, so it's really just the top bit that it isn't quite in the middle of the action. And adjusting the bottom camera angle isn't going to do too much for that, actually. I think I'm going to keep it as is. You could make like some minor tweaks with the camera, but I kind of want to keep it smooth, so Let's render that. Render it. X is always above the middle of the screen, says Vashnak. In just this one, or maybe others? Start lower. If I start lower, then I'll be higher up at the beginning. I want the camera to be higher, but we're limited by the space above us. Anyway, it's fine. I could always cut a little bit off at the front. Another tip, by the way, like, it depends on how you're going to put this into your video, but one thing I've been doing a lot is just rendering more time than I actually need and then speeding it up in editing after. That way you have some flexibility with what you've created. Like when I did the time-lapse of building the new builds on the last episode, you know, the rooted dirt shop, I would create like one big sweeping around the build, but then I would make it like 2 minutes long, and then in the editing room I would chop it up so it could like jump forward, and you can do things that way too, which is really cool. Right, I think there's an ad about to play, by the way. I'm gonna have a drink of water while this thing is rendering. Ah, good stuff. I think I'm gonna record a clip as well. I was suggesting titling up a little to the center X in the clip, but this worked well too. Yeah, you know, you can get really perfect with that stuff and adjust the coordinates of the camera position and make the motions perfect, but I look at it as like a time thing where that doesn't really translate to a lot in a video. So like if you're not getting lots of extra value out of it, it's probably not worth it. I need to open that and put that to one side. So I'm going to go listen to what I last recorded in my video quickly. Have a gallon of water. I'm so hydrated. Good for you. Good for you. What was the last thing I recorded? And so I decided to go a little bit wild, throw down magma blocks, create a cave atmosphere, and then this idea for the slime storage came together. So yeah, there's some building that I've been doing, and earlier I said we might have time for a farm, and well, we absolutely do. I want to automate this slime chunk farm that we got here. I come in with my sword, swiping away at the random slimes, and then pretty typically it's not long before I run out of slime blocks. Should I just leave that on and it can do the stream for me? Let's sort this out. Right, I'm going to stop my recording of the live stream. Start it up again. I'm probably going to need to hear that clip again, aren't I? I need to pause the music. Music's a little much for me. My sword, swiping away at the random slimes, and then pretty typically it's not long before I run out of slime blocks. So we're going to have that footage. Right, I'm going to get it playing for me. So I decided to get a little creative with this and pick out some of the lime wool that we've been farming. And I've even put glow-like... we're going to actually come back to that, aren't we? Okay, clap for the edit. Sorry, that makes a noise in your ear. This is how I record, by the way. This is how I figure out a lot of stuff. Where the random slimes, got to feel the flow. Pretty typically, it's not long before I run out of slime blocks. Oh, I haven't mentioned the fact that we're building the mob farm. Right, that's important. Yeah, okay, right. So I decided to get a little bit fanciful with this, which is why we are using the lime wool I've been farming up this season. And if the platform size looks familiar, that's because we're creating the same concept as the mob farm that we've built earlier in the season. Just this time, it's going to be for slimes instead. Okie doke. And this is a sight to behold because I've also put glow-like in here. It hit me that we need lights to light up the pads and stop regular mobs from spawning here. But instead of just throwing down the occasional block that's, you know, like a frog light or a glow... see, that's annoying now. I can't remember where I was. Oh, dear. See, when you get, like, tongue-tied, you then have to mentally go back to where you were, and I can't remember, like, how I jumped from the one thing to the other. I think I said, like, that is a sight to behold, and then we started to mention the glow again. That sounds about right. Let's get this sorted. And this is a sight to behold, because I've also added glow lichen in here. It hit me that we would need light sources, and usually you fall down. Fall down. And that is certainly a sight to behold. Look at all of this glow lichen. It hit me that we need light sources in here because we don't want regular mobs spawning. And usually what you do is you put in some jack-o'-lanterns or some glowstone. But I thought we'd get fanciful and put in some glow lichen directly above the platform. Okay. So that means that water can sweep over the platform without any issues. And the only thing that we've had to do here, compared to the other farm, is add in an extra observer, because these platforms have 3 blocks between them instead of 2. Okay. I think we can do the redstone bit next. And going... no, that's not the way to get there. Actually, I think I know where I'm going to go from here. Let's quickly just... Yeah, oh, this is perfect. We've got 11 floors. Okay, 1, 2, refill them, so then go back in. And then go fill up these buckets. Dang it, my inventory is full. That can go in, that can go in, that and that and that and that. Nice. The extra things too, right. I had a feeling it would do that. Because it does it every time. Okay. So up the very top here, we've got the clock again, but due to some space constraints, I've had to use a wire of redstone to get over to here. I think it transfers the signal across the same way, and I guess we'll find out soon, because I got the water buckets here to fill up our 11 different floors. But before we do that, I'm going to turn this thing off. Right, I think that does it for me. Going to stop the recording. Start one up again, go grab that, put it in the correct folder. Doing all the behind the scenes stuff here. Let's go to the live streams folder, grab the 5-minute clip. I have a very big hard drive for recording to. Like 2 terabytes, and you know, I just keep recording, and like I don't delete stuff too often, and like sometimes it's like, oh, I've got, you know, like 100 live streams. Well, not that many, but like a heck of a lot of these live streams that I've done just sitting around because I don't delete them very often. Behind the scenes is so fun, says Tazaruki. I'm glad you think so. One of the things that can be a bit tricky though is like picking it up where you left off, because I guess I can like edit some of that stuff on the fly as well. Yeah, I always like to hear the clip before to like jump into the next thing so you can keep the flow going. Because like a live stream is just hanging out and talking. Oh, I need to get back down into the farm. That's where I need to go. But making a video, it's like you're crafting the viewer's experience. So you think a lot about like how one thing flows. Oh my god, more? Getting sick of killing y'all, just so you know. I think I might try and bypass the process a little bit here. Woo! To the top. Yeah, so every floor now needs a bucket of water. How the slime farms work, says Israel. Basically, they spawn in a particular area, like a slime chunk, and so you manipulate that area where they spawn to put them into a trap, right? You also manipulate the areas they don't spawn by lighting them up so that other mobs don't take up the mob cap. And then when the slimes do spawn in this chunk, you've created a trap for them. And, yeah, and then, you know, the trap kills them, collects the drops, yada yada yada. Okay. I haven't resumed the music yet as well, have I? I guess we're probably about to record another clip because we're going to test the thing now, right? You start the video in the present time and do flashbacks. Not quite. Like, sometimes I'll have stuff in the video that is from the past, and I might grayscale the video a little bit, like desaturate it, so it kind of subtly tells you that. Sometimes you know, you edit things out of order, and you might present that to who's watching, or sometimes it's not really relevant, you know? Like, I might have a clip with another hermit, and it doesn't really need to be said, oh, this happened a couple of days ago, or something like that, you know? But sometimes you do need to say that. Anyway, we're going to make another clip. Let's see, let's start here. So all of these dispensers now have water buckets in it, and I like the fact that we can see what's going on with this farm, because with the other one, well, it's pretty dark, isn't it? And I've just thought of something. And I'll tell you what, it'd be pretty helpful if that farm were turned off. Let's shoot this thing. And I missed. Let's shoot this thing again. And this time I have succeeded. We're going down. So let's give this thing a test run and we'll actually be able to see what's happening here. That looks very promising. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's oh, and look, you know, proof of concept right there. You've been pushed out to the edge. Obviously, we need to dig around some more space on the outside here because the slimes are going to get pushed up against the wall otherwise. What am I trying to do? Trying to press. There we go. Alright, let me grab that clip. Another thing is like holding the energy as well. It's like you need a pause to move from one place to the other, and you kind of want to hold a little bit of the energy you've got going, which you probably would have heard just then too. So that's like another thing that you do when you're recording. At least I do. This is just the way I record. Joel Duggan, another raid! Thank you so much, my dude. I really owe you one at this point. I really owe you one. It seems to be you're always raiding me. Thank you so much again. We are working on a slime farm today. Now, what I don't really want to do is start digging out the area around it yet, because I don't want to rush into a decision, but I've got a feeling I'm going to decorate a lot of that. But if I think about my collection area, okay, yeah, it's actually quite compatible. Okay, we'll just dig the area around it since it's like the next logical thing to happen. I don't think there's much else for me to like do or comment on or talk about. That just needs to happen. So we can now get into that. And I think I'm done with my recording. If y'all got any questions about... Oh my god, didn't I turn this off? Oh, perhaps not then. If y'all got any questions... let's see, about the whole recording stuff, I'm happy to answer. Let's now... Right, so I put those clips in the right place. Let's get the music going again. Where'd the music go? Oh, dude, did it like close outright? I thought I paused it, but it's gone. Dang. Get the crinkles back up. Let's just jump in with a random song somewhere. This one's called Donuts. I love watching you record clips on stream. Awesome. Oh, wait. No, now it's off. Yeah, okay, that's definitely off. Right. And when it's off, the buckets should be out when it's off. So like, okay, I need a piece of redstone in hand. If I do this very quick, it only updates it once. That is the correct off state. Because now slimes don't spawn in there. That is beautiful. That is a beautiful thing. Powered rail? Yeah, we could use rail too, actually. That's a decent suggestion as it goes. If you're not worried about rates, there's not many slimes that will get stuck for long, says Vandersar. I'm not worried about rates, but it's a good point. Like, it's a good point, but I think I want the farm to, you know, be clean and be, like, properly done. So the question probably is, like, how far out from here do we want to go? And if I start at the top, I'll know if there's any limitations. There shouldn't be, but, you know, it is pretty close to all of this stuff, so I don't know, really. I'm hoping for a big slime, I think 3 blocks is going to be fine. So a big slime will surely fit in that space. Then it's a question of, like, what if it's clipping, like, this bit here? It might get caught, like, on this block. And then again, I'm also going to fill this in, so we need to go further back again. Better safe than sorry, says 4Girl. Yeah, okay, so we'll make this, like, 5 wide. That'll be our shape. Does this mean I'm going to fill in? I think this means I'm going to fill in a bunch of this too, right? Like I'm going to build up some walls here? Huh. Didn't think about that. So there's that aspect of it. Yeah, this stuff, it's dirt now. I'm going to change it to stone, and maybe if I decide I want to, like, put in a bunch of terracotta walls, like green terracotta or something, we'll do that, and then this thing will be magical. I assume you have NAS, or do you have one of those monster PCs with 12 drives, says the hairy guy. I don't have NAS, no. I have a backup system, but it's not NAS. I have a drive for Windows, I have a drive for Minecraft, I have a drive for data, and I have a drive for recording. And I have a drive for all my music software too. And they're all NVMe, except the data drive. So yeah, this and this can become terracotta, and therefore so could these. I think, if I'm doing it right. Probably be helpful to have a torch here. Probably be very helpful to have that. Okay, so then... I think what I'll do is come down like this. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So then that needs to go all the way up there. And to get back up, I'm gonna... Okay, I think I've now got the process sort of locked in a little bit. You should consider keeping backups. I did mention I have a backup system. I have plenty of backups. I thought for a moment you had made a slime farm out of slime. I mean, that would be kind of savage, wouldn't it? Really? Be absolutely savage. These blocks you placed are one too far in, says SZ Petty. Oh. Oh dear. Okay. I guess that means... Oh yeah, I've got to make a big modification then. Okay, let's... Oh, not like that! Dang it. I guess I need to go like that. Get under this. There we are. Gotta love the British oh dear. Oh, that's good. Glad you like it. Right, we're still doing good. I think. Definitely slower now. I've got to break the ones above my head. So yeah, we're gonna put terracotta in front of these. Yeah, actually, now I see the error of my way. Yeah, because they're gonna be, the blocks will be where they were, but the terracotta are like in front. I do love British mannerisms, says Riffraff. Oh, is that like... Yeah, okay, that's that area there. I thought we might get a little close to that. That's fine. Absolutely fine. Could probably do with a shovel. Will big slimes even have space to fall if you add another layer here? Yeah. Yeah, they should do. Oh, wait a minute. This bit's wrong. I think, because... Oh, actually... something seems really off all of a sudden. Okay, that shouldn't be 2 wide. That should be 3 wide. Okay, let's get down another level so we're level with the platform. So we're gonna have like 1, 2, 3, and then there and there. Like when it's filled in. Okay, is that where I've gone wrong? Just there. Actually like that. So this is the actual space they can move into because these blocks will be filled up. I think. Yeah, okay, okay. That's alright. So then it's... How did we do this last time? Didn't I dig down? Because this will eventually get dug out. Is this my music? Says Thermo. No, this is not my music. Okay, so then it's like here, I think. Squishy, squishy. See, this is where we need the magma blocks down the bottom. Cool. Right, so I think down here I'll do this now. The key important thing that I don't want to mess up is just... When you're at the top here, it's like you got those 3 blocks at the back and it's like 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks away from the edge. So down the bottom here we go 1, 2, 3, 4. And look at that, it's lined up correctly. So we know we've done the right thing. That's good, that's good. Now we can get these diagonals in the correct spot. That one we might as well just fill in the corner then. Like so. Take all of that. What do we say? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not actually close to anything. 1, 2. Okay, gonna close this off now. Gonna seal it. Because it's confusing. Right, now when we come this way... Might be something wrong here. Like it might not line up with... Oh, not gravel now. I've got to go get my thingy-wingy. Thingy-wingy. By the way, if your backup PC is network attached, it's actually a NAS. I don't have a... That's not my setup. I've got a setup thing. It's just not that. Let's see. Probably put that stuff in there now. Okay. What did I come back for? Shovel. I already had the shovel. Of course I did. Psychomonosis likes thingy-wingy. And it's the universal word. Hey, teacher, leave those thingy-wings alone. Oh my god, that sounds really bad. Jeez, I don't know why Pink Floyd just popped into my head. I put 1 and 2 together, and then I'm like, oh no, that sounds horrible. Oh god, what am I saying? Teachers, leave the thingy-wingies alone. That does sound pretty rotten. That sounds pretty rotten. This is what happens when you give someone a microphone and make them talk continuously for 2 hours. Something like that will happen eventually. It's sod's law, isn't it? Oh, that's sod. Why did you have to write that law, man? It's a bad law. Okay. Right, I think what we have now is the foundation of the shape at the bottom actually in the correct spot, which is just wonderful. And I think I'm going to wrap it up right there today, because that is some serious progress. Chat. Most of you here probably know by now that Soulside Eclipse is my music, but if you'd be so kind to check it out because you've not heard me mention it before, that'd be amazing. It's on Spotify, it's on Bandcamp, Apple Music, YouTube. Go check it out. I appreciate you taking the time to do that. This is the end of my stream today. I definitely need a break from the computer. Definitely need a break now. We'll go look for someone to raid. Just getting that sorted out. Anyway, thank you everyone. Be sure to hit the follow button as well. And if you didn't know, the honey beta tutorial is now out on my channel. Let's see, where are we at with this raid business? Today, I'll send you over to H-Bomb. I feel like H-Bomb raided me a while back, so I'll send one back their way. Yeah, that's it. Okay, stick around if you want to be a part of the raid, and I might see you again on Sunday. Thank you, everyone, and take care. Bye-bye.